Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at some of the most essential spices that every kitchen needs to have. Notice the fact that I emphasized needs to have, yeah? Anyway, as you can see, we have a vast array of spices on the countertop. It sort of reminds me of that one scene in Aladdin where Prince Ali is coming in with the genie and his troop and the elephants, and they're marching and the earth is shaking, and the first thing they show us is the spices in the market. They look so beautiful. Anyway, I digress. Shout out to the After Movies Hangout team. Back to business. So, the very first spice we're going to be looking at is cinnamon, which is basically tree bark that doubles as a superstar spice. I'd say it has the perfect camouflage. If cinnamon was human, I think it would be best friends with chocolate, because chocolate and cinnamon go very well together, and it also goes very well with each and every other sweet treat that you may think of making. It enhances chocolate by lacing it with a warm, sweet, and woody flavor. Of course, woody because it's literally a tree bark. But then this warm, sweet, woody flavor perfectly complements the richness of chocolate, and it adds a complexity to the overall flavor profile. So, it is the perfect spice for every other sweet and baked goodie that you want to make. From cinnamon rolls and cake and cookies, you name it. You can also add it to your lattes, milkshakes, and any other drink that calls for it. But it also has a place in savory cooking. You can definitely find it in some stews and soups and curries, and it elevates the whole meal. It comes in a bark form, like the bark of a tree, but it can be ground to look like this for easier use when the recipe calls for it. And by the way, cinnamon is also loaded with antioxidants that help lower blood sugar levels. It has anti-inflammatory properties and many other awesome health benefits. So yes, you can definitely add it to your health drinks if you're on diet. The next spice we'll be looking at is garlic, the vampire's worst nightmare. Anyway, garlic is definitely one of those spices that loves to make an entrance. I'd say garlic is a diva. Like Iron Man is a diva, garlic is also a diva. Before you even see garlic, you know it has entered the room. You see this little bulb? This is the unground solid version of it. This little guy right here is spicy and punchy, whether it's raw or powdered. It's grown all over the world, and I love to say it comes second only to salt, which is definitely the king of spices. It literally has so many superpowers, both culinary and health benefits. Add it to your stir fries, sauces, marinades, dawa tea, and every other health concoction that your mom or grandma recommends for you. You'll always find garlic in a health concoction, that's for certain. I mean, here in Africa. The next spice we'll be looking at is an East African celebrity. Those guys who walk in and everyone is clapping and anticipating, oh my God, this guy, they know he brings it, yeah. So this spice is Pilau Masala, which is literally a party in a spice jar. With Pilau, it's like when all the smart kids in class are paired together for a project. The definite result is going to be an A+, because they're all bringing brains. They're going to slay that pepper. So that's what Pilau Masala does. It's a blend of cumin and cloves and cinnamon and cardamom and black pepper and sometimes bay leaf or mudalasini as the natives call it. All these work together to create that amazing aromatic flavor and fragrant goodness that we know as Pilau Masala. Pilau Masala is definitely a celebrity in East Africa. The next spice on our list of awesomeness is paprika. Paprika is the cool, smoky cousin in the spice world. It's sweet, it's mellow, but it's also bold in color, and it has great personality. It's made from ground red peppers, which are usually sweet and mild, not to be confused with the hot chili peppers. It adds a pop of red and a touch of warmth to basically everything, from roasted potatoes to stews and eggs and curries, and even barbecue rubs and marinades. And it basically brings that fruity chili flavor that we love from chili, but without the heat. The next spice on our list is curry powder. The best way I can describe curry powder is to call it the perfect spice symphony. Have you ever had a song that's so good and it's so perfect and all the notes work perfectly together, and they blend so well with the singer's voice. And I mean, he sings at the perfect moment, and the song just tickles that itch in your brain. The spice equivalent of that is curry powder. It's a blend that includes turmeric, coriander, cumin, chili peppers, and many others. It really depends on which region you come from, because every single region has their own blend and spice mix of the curry powder. What it does is it adds richness and depth to meats and vegetables and soups and sauces, and it's also a powerhouse health-wise. But we'll look at that side of it sometime in the future. Now, for the forever drink spice, tea masala. This smells so good. If, like me, you utterly love a good cup of chai, then you've definitely encountered tea masala, especially if you live in Africa or East Africa. In one of your life's adventures, you've definitely met tea masala. It's like a warm hug in spice form. It's cozy, it's comforting, and it's absolutely bursting with flavor. It is basically a fragrant blend of cardamom and cinnamon, cloves, ginger, black pepper, and this particular blend, because it's personal to us, has a touch of vanilla powder and, something secret. The beauty of this is that beyond the taste, it's also full of health perks. It can aid digestion, it boosts immunity, it improves circulation, and even helps with a cold. Tea masala typically turns tea time into a delicious wellness ritual. Our next spice is the mchuzi mix. It is literally in the name. Mchuzi mix is like curry powder's fancy cousin, and it usually brings that sense of je ne sais quoi to the meal, It's the ultimate kitchen sidekick. It's savory, it's rich, and it's ready to turn any stew into a flavor bomb. This magical seasoning blend is popular in East African cooking, and it's a go-to for beef, chicken, and vegetable stews. Think of it as an instant umami. Literally bold flavors in seconds. Culinary magic. Now, an honorable mention is the chili pepper. This tiny firecracker packs a punch, and it brings all the hit. Whether it's in the green, the red, the oil, or the powder form, your taste buds will definitely be awoken. It comes in all heat levels, from the gentle tingle to the full-on my mouth is on fire and why did I eat this? Chilies are hot, they're healthy, and they're a whole lot of fun. Now, I'll bet one of you is wondering, why didn't salt make the cut? That's simply because salt is the king, and kings definitely deserve their own platforms. They don't mix with the peasants. So, click the video on our page before this one and you'll find the salty episode. It's very, very nice. It has a story to it if you love story time, and it's amazing. Of course, salt had to come first because, again, like I said, it's the ultimate king. Otherwise, it's been so much fun. I enjoyed every bit of this. Please remember to like, subscribe, and tell us what your favorite spice is in the comment section below. Or you could tell us that one spice that you always ensure to never run out of. Like if you didn't have any other spice in the world, that one spice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back. If you're new here, please subscribe. Until next time, stay spicy.